Hello and welcome. My name is Keegan and I'll be sharing a 15-minute beginner yoga practice with you today. Today's class will be focused on creating some release of tension or tightness in the low back and the outer hips. We'll be doing that through a gentle yet strengthening class that will be focused on some twists of the low back and some strengthening through the legs. And so wherever you are, find your way on your mat. But first, if you do have a blanket, any blanket will do. It'll just be able to provide some cushioning for the knees because we'll be doing some work there as well. You can pause the video if you need to. So go ahead and find your way on your mat. And we're gonna start actually on our backs. So finding your way on your back, bring the soles of the feet onto the ground. And from here, we'll start to connect the breath and movement. So hug the knees in. See if you can exhale everything out as you do that. Use the knees, the squeeze of the knees to do that. Inhale, push the knees away from you. Exhale, pull them in. Inhale, push the knees away from you. Exhale, pull them in. Very gentle and smooth, beginning to just connect the breath and movement. You'll feel a nice little rocking massage of the low back. So just notice that. Notice where there might be tension that's built up over time. Fill up the belly with the inhale and let it exhale. Just a few more just like that. And one more round, inhaling, pulling the knees away from you, pushing them away, and then pulling them in. And then go ahead and let the feet come down onto the ground. Tee out the arms and go ahead and cross the right leg, right knee over the left knee. So crossing the legs. Shift the hips over to the right. We're gonna come into a supported supine or supine twist. So that just means it's going to be on the back, and supine is your back. You're lying on your back. And if you have that blanket, go ahead and slide it near you so you can bring it right underneath the knee. The idea is to support the leg here. You can fold it up as much as you need to create space. Tee out the arms if you like, and you can either keep the head through neutral, keep that right shoulder down, or roll the head over to the right. That's a huge stretch here. Take a nice full breath in. Exhale everything out. Release all the tension in the jaw, the space between the eyebrows. You can let the eyes come closed for a minute and just breathe. Nice full breath in. Filling up the belly, back of the spine, kidneys, and then exhale, let everything go. Beautiful. Let the hands bring the head right back through center, and then bring the hands on the knees to lift the knees back up. Uncross the legs. If you have that blanket, move it to the other side so it can support. We're gonna do the twist on the other side. Cross the left knee over the right. Shift the hips over to the left a little just to create some more spaciousness, and let the knees drop over to the right. Tee out the arms. And this time you can look over to the left to enhance the pose and enhance the twist. Take a nice full breath in. And a full breath out. Let all that muscle tension just go wherever it lies in the body. Allow yourself to use the breath to relax everything. Nice full breath in. And full breath out. Make sure that left shoulder comes down. Release tension in the jaw. Bring the head back through neutral or center. Lift the knees. Uncross the legs. And from here, cross the right ankle over the left. We're going to do what's called a reclined pigeon pose, or threaded needle, or you can lift the left leg, bring the hands around the thigh, and flex the feet. This is a really big stretch of the outer right hip. So just breathe into that space. Nice full breath in and full breath out. Notice where you hold the breath. Slowly release the leg down and switch sides. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Pull the leg in. Grab the thigh, flex the feet. This enhances the pose. So you're really directing your attention to that outer left hip. If you just let your feet go, you can try that and see what happens. And you'll notice you don't feel the stretch as much, but flex the feet and you'll feel the full expansion of the pose. Go ahead and release the legs down. Hug the knees in, and then roll forward and back. And if you're not able to do that, you can just roll onto your side, but the idea is that we're gonna roll forward and back to roll all the way up to sit. Yes, just like that. Cross the ankles, and we'll come forward into a child's pose. So big toes touch, knees wide, sit the hips back, rest the forehead onto the ground, but if your head doesn't come to the ground, that's okay. You can find the blanket and bring the blanket underneath, or bring the blanket at the head where the forehead is. Take a nice full breath in. And as you exhale, push the hands into the ground to push the hips towards the heels. If the hips don't meet the heels, that's okay. One more full breath in. And then exhale, push the hands like you're pushing away from, like you're pushing a door open, or you're pushing into the ground. Let everything go. And then slowly roll up to sit onto the heels. Find that blanket, that's where we're gonna need this. And just bring it into like a thin layer here. Bring it underneath the knees so that it creates a little cushioning here. And from here, tuck the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Grab opposite elbows. Push the elbows in the hand. Inhale, lift. Press the hips forward, keeping the toes tucked. And then exhale, curl in towards you. Drop the arms, but keep the elbows. Hold on to the elbows. Inhale, lift up. Press the hips forward. Look up to the sky. And then exhale. Curl and arch the back, let the hips come down. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. Press the hips forward, look up. And then exhale. So you're just arching the back very gently, pushing the hips forward. Exhale one more time. And then inhale, lift up, reach the arms up, and then exhale the hands right onto the hips. And from here, bring the right leg, so I'm gonna face you so then you can see. Bring the right leg out to the side. So the toes are pointed to the right side. Knees over the ankle. Release the tucked toes if that feels good. Press into the shin. Bring the right forearm onto the thigh. Reach the arm towards the right side. Take a nice full breath in and full breath out. Draw the tailbone in, lengthen the spine. You can look under the armpit if you'd like. And then come back through center. That's a supported side angle. And then bring the knee back. And from here, bring that left foot out. And then the toes come to point. So the hip is opening to the left. And the toes are pointed towards the left. Draw the tailbone in. Bring that left forearm onto the thigh. Reach the arm long, stretch. And you can even lean forward if you like a little bit. Press into that left shin and breathe. Nice full breath in and full breath out. Full breath in and full breath out. Come back through center. Bring the knees back down. And this time, come into all fours. And from all fours, tuck the toes, lift the knees. We'll come into downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet. Excellent. Nice pedal through the feet. Just stretching out the calves. Press into the pointer finger and the thumb. Really push away from the ground to lengthen the arms and lengthen the heels towards the ground. Nice full breath in and full breath out. Feel the length of the spine grow long. And then slowly walk to the front of the mat. You might need to move the blanket out of the way. You can stay there for now. And come into a forward fold. Bring the hands under the thighs and roll up slowly to stand. Excellent, beautiful. Now from here we'll do, coming to the length of the mat, come into a wide stance. So hands under the hips, heels are gently, like slightly out, and the toes are slightly in. We'll come into a wide forward fold, soft bend in the knees. Squeeze the glutes, the tailbone is reaching down towards the ground. Inhale, lift the heart, the chest up towards the sky, soft bend in the knees, and slowly dive all the way forward. Yes. Now, if the hands don't come onto the ground, you can roll up the blanket if you need to, and bring that right in front of you. Bend through one knee and another, just to stretch out any stuckness, anything that's stuck in the body, and then let everything go. Bring the peace fingers around, so the pointer finger and the middle finger around the big toes. Elbows come out, draw the crown of the head towards the ground. Soft bend in the knees and breathe. You'll feel a release in the low back, the hamstring stretch. Nice full breath in and full breath out. Again, use the breath to both strengthen you and release any tension. When we're able to release the tension in the body, we actually are able to strengthen our muscles. Release the fingers from the toes. We're going to come into a twist. So again, if your hand doesn't meet the ground, use a blanket. Bring the left hand to the center. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Make sure that left hip is staying through center so it doesn't inch down or keep the hips neutral. Reach the right arm up to the sky. You can wrap it around the left hip or thigh. Turn the chin towards the right shoulder and breathe. Feel a twist from the belly. Nice full breath in and full breath out. Excellent. Inhale, reach the arm up to the sky and switch sides. So the right hand comes down, reach the left arm up to the sky, bring it onto the low back or around, all the way around to the hip. Make sure the hips stay neutral. Turn the chin towards the left shoulder. Nice full breath in and full breath out. Unravel the arm, inhale, reach it up. Exhale the hand down. And then walk the hands to the front, swivel the feet. So now you're in a low lunge. Bring down that heel, inhale, rise up. We're coming into a warrior one. Bring the left hand behind you and reach that right arm up. Strong bend in the front knee. Reach up and back. So coming into peaceful warrior, strong bend in the knee and breathe. Look up at the hand. Beautiful. Bring the hands onto the hips, straighten the leg, toes point to the left, and then swivel the left feet to the back, the right feet to the back of the mat. Bend the knee, reach that right arm back and lift up and back. Nice full breath in and full breath out. So coming to the other side, coming into this peaceful warrior, really draw the tailbone in and lift up and back. So lifting out of the hips, breathe, nice, excellent. And then bring the hands under the hips, swivel the feet, and then bring the feet into a high lunge. Bring the hands under the ground, so you're in a low lunge now. Drop the knee, bring both knees down, and we'll come to child's pose. Take a full breath in and full breath out. Slowly roll up to sit onto the heels. And from here, bring the legs out. We'll come into our final pose of Shavasana. Find that blanket, roll it up, bring it right underneath the knees. This is really great for releasing any tension in the low back. And then roll onto your back. Roll the legs in and out. Arms come along at the side, palms open to the sky. Let the shoulders really drop into the ground. Take a nice, full, deep breath in. And a big exhale out. Really let everything go. Feel the back of the body get really heavy and just fall into the ground below and behind you, as if you're jumping into a bed of pillows. Release any tension between the eyebrows and the jaw. And just let the breath come in and out easy with no forced effort. Just allow a sense of ease to come through you. And then take a nice full breath in and full breath out. Wiggle the toes and the fingers to gently awaken back up. And hug the knees in, giving yourself a nice squeeze and feeling a release in that low back. And slowly roll to the side to eventually come back up where we began. Coming into an easy pose, easy seated pose. Bringing the hands on the thighs, letting the eyes just rest gently or look down to the ground, and take a full breath in and a full breath out. Feeling how the body can settle and relieve itself of all tension just by allowing yourself to go a little bit slower. And thank you for joining on this practice. My name is Keegan. Have a beautiful day.